Good afternoon. It is March 22nd, 2021, and here's what we are looking at for today. Prices were trending up all day, and looks like at about just after 12 Pacific time, they made a leg down and got some congestion around the 39.30 mark. Um, but yeah, not too many good entries really here today either. But it looked like I was thinking maybe the prices were in this larger channel. I drew it off these highs, put it down here. First, I had it off this level. Let's see if that, let's see if that, if it works better off this level. Nah, I think I mean, either one, and neither of them could be incorrect too. So, and as you can see, where this would cross this bottom of the trend channel, it wasn't met with any resistance really. So, I don't know. I think up here is people probably just swing traders probably just all exited. It's around 12 o'clock and they just said, all right, well, I made plenty of gains today, so let me just exit the trade. And that's probably just what happened. But let's take a look. Let's zoom in. So this price level, these are I looked at these as the highs um, from yesterday. A very large area. And by very large, I mean like 4 points. Yeah, I just drew it off these highs, and that turned out to be an area of congestion shortly after the open today. So we get this congestion a little after 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Um, and I'm not too sure that you can enter anything here. Um, this midline, what turns out to be the midline, I don't think you would have known that it was the midline here, or else maybe you would have went short beneath this bar. Here, let me make this bigger. Beneath this bar. Um, and this makes it look, this is where you get confirmed that for this level of support, but that not only looks like a downward trend, but it also is just a bad signal bar. So you can't go long there. You do get this, but you don't, I mean, it didn't touch the bottom of support, so I don't see why you would go long there. The EMA is flat, and you'd be going right into the midline. You wouldn't know that this is the midline at this point. You might actually think you're going into the highs because I would probably have the midline as my highs here. Really, I didn't draw the resistance level up here until this. But anyway, we start working in this channel. Yeah, that's a little after the open. Um, and after that, well, no, we get this leg up. Let's see, first entry, second entry. So you get a failed second entry short right here, but that's going into the highs. So I don't think you can take that. Prices move up and far from the EMA. You get this, they go into those highs from yesterday that I was talking about, and we could just get congestion. Um, and you don't really get to draw. Well, I guess you know what? I might look at this as a counter trend break, but and clearly there were some trapped longs here and trapped shorts here because you get a leg down and a leg up. However, you don't get a new low. Here, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that larger channel. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what that did, but that was the midline for this channel. So maybe that did have, or yeah, the midline of the channel that I just deleted was crossing right here. So maybe that did have some validation to it, but validity. But anyway, we get this congestive area. You don't get really any entries. Maybe at this point, I might enter here. I like these entries. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to mark that as aggressive. Break back into congestion. Looks like we are getting support here. So I do like that. But you get this leg up and traps longs again. It comes back down. People are just getting chopped up here. And finally, we get this second bounce off that trend line. Well, actually, that's like the third, fourth bounce off that trend line. And my guess is that there are some people trapped going short here. Even though it doesn't rocket up here, we get some congestion above here. And I like this. That's actually first. That's like actually like a. You know what? I'm not. Yeah, I don't know why I have that as aggressive because that's a failed second entry short and it's a breakout pullback off the trend line. So let's go ahead and mark that up. So I do like that. And look how long that stem is. It's a very bullish bar. Look how long that stem is. That shows that there are trapped shorts. And yeah, we get a nice move up. And from there, and from here on, the EMA starts pointing up here and it just doesn't stop for the rest of the day. So really you can take any pullback. Um, we're still playing this trend line here. So I think you would have scalped out if you went long here, but that looks like a trend down. So when you get that trend down, see, it looks like it's from here. Um, get that trend down and get a break, move to a new low. So, you know, you might want to go long here. Um, it's just tough after this, it looks like congestion, but we're getting, especially, the trend is up, but we don't know if they're just tricking us at this point. But this is at the trend line, and that trend line has been confirmed. So you might want to go long here. You had a first entry, failed second entry short, but this is just not a good signal bar. Even though these are clearly trapped shorts here. And just congestion. But yeah, this is a strong trend up, and we don't really get another good entry until about 10 a.m. And really, the only reason it's a good entry is because it's just a nice low risk bar off the trend line. It's not a second entry or anything. But at this point, we do know that that's the trend line, and we do know that we're in a strong trend. So another area I wanted to point out was this little leg up because you have this bar, which clearly there's some trapped shorts here, and then you have this bar, clearly some trapped shorts here. If you want to be really aggressive, and you're missing these trades, you might want to consider that. But anyway, prices make a couple more legs up, and that took us into the end of the day. And I'm thinking people probably just sold their positions, and that's why we got this. And now we have some congestion around 39.30. But that's all I really saw for today. Not much to it. Not a lot of good entries. And yeah, I'll hopefully be back tomorrow.